So I'd like to answer the question why you should invest in a sales storytelling program for your sales teams. You probably already have a sales training program. You've probably invested quite a bit of money in it. You probably don't have more money to invest in something different like storytelling. In Anecdote, we call the belief that we've already got what we need, we love it, and we don't have money for anything new. We would call that belief an anti-story. It's an anti-story because it works against me being able to sell you storytelling. And I'm sure you have many anti-stories in your business, things that your clients, your potential customers think that they don't need, they don't want, that's really working against you selling them anything. And I'll give you an example of how we teach to get around anti-stories. I was very keen to see if I could sell sales storytelling to one of the companies I used to work with a long time ago. And I'd had a few goes at engaging with the head of training without much success. They keep changing the manager. And anyway, eventually I got him to agree to send his head of sales training to one of our invitation courses. We run them every month or two, just to try before you buy. And so he came along to the invitation course, and when we got to the third session, when we teach how to handle anti-stories, he said, Mike, I want to tell an influence story for my boss around this problem that he thinks our sales training program is great and we don't have any money. And the influence pattern that we teach is to acknowledge, don't argue with that belief, and then tell a story to show that there's another way to look at this, and then reframe. So this is what Diego, the head of sales training from this company, Fortune 100 company, the story that he told. So he said, Damien, that's his boss, I acknowledge that we love our sales training program. We've developed it over years. And furthermore, we don't have any money for anything new like storytelling. In fact, we've got less money this year than last year. But you know, it reminds me that I love to go mountain bike riding with my wife, and I've been on at her for years to upgrade her bike. And she'd say, oh look, I love my bike. It's part of my personality. I'm not changing it. But last weekend, we were out in the hill country north of Houston, and her bike broke. And I said, look, I'll push your bike. You take mine. And when I got back to the car, she said to me, oh my God, I can't believe I've been persevering with this old suspension all these years. Your bike is so much better. So you see, this is the reframe. You can be perfectly happy with what you have, but it doesn't mean there isn't something much better to experience. And that's what it is with sales storytelling. So how about come and experience the invitation course the same as Diego? And the footnote to that story is, just recently I've been teaching the global account directors for Schlumberger storytelling. So that story did its job. It worked.